Welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel. My name is Yotikas if you're new, and yeah, without wasting any time, let's get to the video.
Satan is the most powerful demon in Judeo-Christian culture. His image as a red horned creature with a trident is already crystallized in the popular imagination. His name means adversary, the opposite of all that God and Jesus represent. Satan is always in an opposite position to God in the struggle for the souls of men. Traditionally, Satan is associated with the figure of Lucifer, who was once a heavenly figure. Because of his pride, he rebelled against God. Lucifer convinced other angels to fight alongside him against the Creator. But this rebellion was stifled by the Archangel Michael. Together with his divine militia, he expelled the rebels and threw them from heaven. Lucifer and the other fallen angels began to inhabit hell. The leader of the rebellious angels was identified as Satan himself. According to some interpretations, Satan had taken the form of a serpent and convinced Eve to taste the forbidden fruit, causing mankind to be cast out of paradise. Satan, when identified as the devil, assumes the personification of all evil. The Bible describes that one day God was visited by Satan, the accuser. The Lord introduced him to Job, a man so virtuous and faithful that his soul would be out of Satan's reach. But God's opponent noticed that Job was only faithful to God because he counted on his blessings. He had everything he wanted. Satan bet with God that, without his blessings, Job's faith would turn to dust and he would curse God. Job was left with nothing: his wealth, his servants, his prestige. He even lost his family. Satan lost the bet because, despite all that suffering, Job refused to curse the Creator. But Satan's most famous biblical appearance is his encounter with Jesus, who had gone into the desert under the guidance of the Holy Spirit, where he would spend 40 days and 40 nights fasting. Seeing the hunger that Jesus felt, Satan turned stones into bread. But Jesus resisted temptation. Satan challenged Jesus to throw himself off a mountain to see if he would be saved by angels. But Jesus said there was no need to test the Lord. Finally, Satan offered to give the world to Jesus if he would worship the Lord of hell. But Jesus also rejected this temptation, claiming that he would only worship God and deny Satan. God's opponent, as well as the Creator, will send his Son to earth to prepare the ground for the final judgment. This son of Satan will be known as the Antichrist. Satan is not an exclusive figure in Judeo-Christian culture. This evil being is also present in Islam. He is known by the name of Iblis, an evil jinn who emerged from the fire. Iblis hated mankind with all his might, and his mission was to turn mankind away from God. Those who turn away from Allah, following in the footsteps of Satan, will be cast into the fire of hell, where they will find their just punishment. Whether in Christianity, Judaism, or Islam, Satan is present, trying to lead man astray from the path of goodness and justice.
That was a very short, interesting video nonetheless. And I've always wondered, where did the idea of the devil having horns and red skin and a trident come from? Like even when I was young, that's what I was picturing growing up, But no one has ever seen him, so no one knows what he looks like. Probably it looks just like an angel. I think I did hear somewhere that this image of the devil was inspired by Baphomet. That goat thing with a humanoid body. I think that's where it came from, or from Baal back in those days. But it's really interesting to see that the devil is pretty much everywhere in every religion. Not just the ones that have been mentioned here, but yeah, still there are various religions out there with their own depictions of the devil or the evil one, which in most cases represents the evil in humanity in every culture out there. I doubt you could there's any, let's call it yeah, culture that doesn't have their own representation. But yeah, very interesting video, and I'll put a link of the original video in the comment section. You can go check out the original channel. I always put a link down there. And yeah, thank you for watching, and see you amazing people in the next video.